And for once, after I say that, I will not get into my court procedures. Very good. So, before we get into the swearing in, I have a small speech prepared. I want to thank everyone who took part in this election and cast their ballot for exercising their civil duty to vote for their preferred candidates. Democracy depends on the engagement of its citizens, and the citizens have chosen the candidates behind me as the 11th Congress of the state of San Andreas, as well as the governor and lieutenant governor for the coming term. Some of them might even be as popular as me, who the citizens chose as the judge of the summer. Thank you so much. I am unable to offer an opinion of the candidates which were elected as a sitting justice on the Supreme Court, as we are apolitical, but I'm sure they will do a fantastic job and enact the will of the people to the best of their abilities, while avoiding some of the interesting quirks we saw of the last term. Now, without further ado, I would like to start swearing in the legislators, the representatives, I should say, one by one, and then we will move to the lieutenant governor, and finally, last but certainly not least, the governor. As such, I would like to ask that Representative-elect Valentino come up, and we will start with you. This is. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, Jessica Valentino,
Solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution.
solemnly swear to. What was the rest of that?
I solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution.
I solemnly swear that I will support and state the Constitution
Of the state of San Andreas.
of the state of San Andreas
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
And that I will bear true integrity and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true integrity and allegiance to the state.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I will take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
That I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office that I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Madam Representative. You have been sworn in.
Thank you.
And there will be a chance for speeches later, by the way, if I forgot to mention from each candidate. So worry not. I will eventually stop yapping. All right, next, Representative-elect Leblanc, please. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, D'Artagnan Leblanc,
Solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution.
solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution
Of the state of San Andreas.
of the state of San Andreas
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
And that I will bear true integrity and allegiance to the same.
and that I would bear true
Integrity and allegiance to the same.
integrity and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely,
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of
Evasion.
evasion,
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
and that I would faithfully discharge the purpose of the office that I'm about to enter.
The duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
The duties of the office that I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Mr. Representative. You have been sworn in.
Thank you.
Next, Representative-elect Graveshaw. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, Kieren Graveshaw,
Solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution
solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the state of San Andreas
of the state of San Andreas
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true integrity and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true integrity and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Mr. Representative. You have been sworn in.
Thank you, Justice.
Making very good time here. I love efficiency. Representative-elect Flippinton, please come up. I state your name.
I, Damien Flippinton,
Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I solemnly swear to protect the Constitution.
I will support and defend the Constitution.
I will support and defend the Constitution
Splendid. Of the state of San Andreas
of the state of San Andreas
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will bear truth. Sorry, say again.
True faith and allegiance to
True
the
faith
same.
and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely,
That I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any
Mental reservation
mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
and purpose of evasion.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Representative. You have
Thank
been
you,
sworn
thank
in. Last but not least, for the representatives and the 11th Congress, can Representative-elect James Barber please come up? Raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, James Barber,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the state of San Andreas
of the state of San Andreas
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
and that I will faithfully
Discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
discharge the duties of the office that I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Representative. You have been sworn in. Okay. Now let's get to the executive branch. Lieutenant Governor-elect McKenzie, could you please join me?
Hello.
Hello, could you raise your right hand, please? I state your name.
I, Wyatt McKenzie,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the state of San Andreas
of the state of San Andreas
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Lieutenant Governor. You've been sworn in.
Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, Governor-elect Barbant, would you please join me? Raise your right hand, please. But right before I begin, though, and I am currently speaking as the Master of Ceremonies here, not an Associate Justice before I get back right to it, but I would ask everyone to show a bit of respect to the Governor-elect and salute him as I swear him in.
Heck yeah.
That is very much a request. I cannot force you, but it is very becoming if you accept my request. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Just give everyone a second.
Uh-huh.
Just now, I would support you too. I would also salute, but I have to do this whole swearing in thing. Okay. Yeah, you're most welcome.
Raccoons are proud of you, Jeremy.
Love you.
All right. I state your name.
I, Jeremy Barbant,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the state of San Andreas
of the state of San Andreas
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
and that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
That I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. Governor, congratulations.
Thank you. Good
You
thing.
have been sworn in.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Thank you all. Thank you.
This city is looking a lot like a raccoon now.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for cooperating with my humble request. Now, we have a chance for each and every candidate, or not candidate, sorry, representative and member of the executive, respectively, to provide a brief 2 to 3 minute inaugural address. So I will go through the line of representatives first, and then the executive. And if you wish to provide it when I ask you, say you would. Otherwise, obviously, you don't have to. So, we're going to begin in the same order that we just did the swearings in. So, Representative Valentino, do you have a inaugural address you'd like to provide?
I do.
Go ahead. Floor is yours.
First off, I would like to thank everybody who voted today, or not today, for this election. But I just had a little speech that I wrote up a little bit. I just wanted to share. It's it's from the book of Perry. Have you ever felt adrift? like a plastic bag floating aimlessly through the wind, yearning for a fresh start. Perhaps you've had a moment where you felt fragile, as thin as paper, as though a single gust could knock you over. Maybe you felt buried underneath the weight of life, shouting for help but hearing no response. In these moments, it's easy to feel lost, but let me remind you, within each of us, there is still a spark. Even when the world feels heavy, even when we're unsure of our place or purpose, that spark remains, waiting to be ignited. All it takes is one decision, one moment to embrace that light, to let it shine, to own the night, just like the brilliance of the 4th of July. You, my friends, are fireworks. Brilliant, unique, ready to soar across the sky and show the world what you're made of. Let them marvel, let them watch in awe as you reveal your colors, your strengths, and your undeniable worth. You are not here by chance. You are not a waste of space. You are one of a kind and cannot be replaced. Perhaps you haven't yet realized what the future holds. But remember, after every storm, a rainbow emerges. And maybe, just maybe, the doors that have closed in your life were guiding you to a new path, one that's even more perfect than you'd imagine. So, like a lightning bolt, let your heart glow with that knowledge. Trust that when the moment comes, you'll be ready to step into your power, and the world will take notice. Now is your time to ignite, to shine, and leave the world in awe. Thank you.
Woohoo, Katie! I mean, Jessica!
Very well said.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Succinct. Straight to the point.
Thank you very much, Representative Valentino. Mr. Leblanc, do you have a inaugural address you wish to provide?
Yeah.
Proceed.
Hi, everybody.
Sam.
As some may know, I'm D'Artagnan. Some other might know me as the guy that sits on the desk at PDM. I didn't prepare a speech because I didn't know I could have a speech, but whatever. I'd like to thank everybody who voted for me. That's very appreciated. I'm not a politician. I'm not a politic guy. I'm just a regular guy that likes to sell car, So if you have any concern, feel free to come talk to me. I'll do my best to help you as best as I can. And thank you again.
Love you, son.
Fantastic. Next, Mr. Graveshaw. I'm not gonna keep getting up because my knees.
Thank you. Hello there. This will be short and sweet. I don't quite have the musical prowess of Representative Valentino, but I just wanted to once again thank everyone who voted, whether it be for me or for anybody else. It's very important that you stay involved in political votes. That's how democracy works. I do want to also take the chance to congratulate everyone else up front for the legislators and, of course, the executive branch as well. I look forward to working with you all. As I mentioned before, during debates and during my campaign, it's all very much about actually speaking about the issues that you have. As other representatives have said, if you have any issues whatsoever, make sure that you're reaching out to us. We can't fix problems if we don't know what they are, and we don't know what they are if people don't bring them to us. I'm going to leave it at that, but thanks again, and yeah, I hope to be speaking with you and working with you all soon.
Heck yeah.
Representative Flippinton.
Yeah, I do. I have a speech. Hello, guys. My name's Damien Flippinton. When I first campaigned, I campaigned on 3 major issues: changing FOIA requests to make it easier for Mexicans, putting a cap on marijuana, putting a cap on the fines so people don't go to prison or you don't get punished so severely, and legislation to allow people to establish unions. But I think there's an even bigger issue that people have forgotten about, that I've forgotten about, and I've never seen brought up in any debate. It's this mysterious person who goes by the moniker of Catfax. And what I'd like to do is try and find this person and bring them to some sort of hearing where we can ask them questions. Questions like, why are you doing this? Questions like, why not any other animal like raccoon fax? And questions like, are you a terrorist hell-bent on destroying the social fabric of San Andreas? I think these are important questions that we need to ask. And I promise that I will do my level best to find out who this person is. That is all.
Heck yeah.
Thank you very much, Representative Barber.
Hi there. My name is James Barber, and I thank you all that voted during this election. As Representative Graveshaw said, it is important to have people take an active part in the way the state is run. And as we embark on this journey together, I also invite you to share thoughts and ideas with us. Let us create this warm and welcoming community where integrity, fairness, and real solutions lead the way. Your concerns are our concerns, and together we can build a brighter future for all of us. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to hearing from you and working alongside you for the next 4 months. Hey, Charlie, I see you right there.
Yay, James!
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Love you.
You're famous.
All right. Very good. Lieutenant Governor McKenzie, floor is yours should you want it.
I did not prepare anything, but I'm excited to get back in the executive. I know a lot of you know that I shined there for a long time. I'm excited to work with Jeremy, the reps, and our cabinet to really get some good things going. So yeah, just looking forward to working with everybody. And yeah, thank you.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. Last but not least, apparently the guy I've been saying his name wrong this whole time, Governor Barbant.
Thank you. Okay. Citizens of the state of San Andreas, I am standing here today now, at this very moment, as your new governor. Someone who is willing to be there for each and every single one of you. I am the ear of the state, not just for affiliation or government sector or any department, but for all of you. The state has never been more unified than in this election. And as a result, I would be remiss to not uphold the expectations that have been set out for me. And as a result, my goal is quite simple: to increase the trust of the people within their own government, and to renew and remotivate the current governmental departments to reach all-time highs. Whether those highs be approval ratings, staffing, or just general presence. A refreshed and energetic government is something that we all deserve to see. With my swearing in now complete, the 2-week plan goes into effect. Later tonight, I will appoint Dr. Jax Hendricks as my Chief of Staff and nominate Winifred Baker as my Secretary of State. Along with that, discussions of the new state animal and flower are already underway. Something that I believe wholeheartedly the state should have a voice in choosing what is to come next. To have something to look forward to and to have a voice in that isn't just elections, but the general identity of our own state that makes this place even feel like home. Within these next 2 weeks, a full review of the committees will be happening to increase participation and functionality within the state. I'm excited to work alongside of so many of you here today and on behalf of the state that voted me into this position. I look forward to each day that lies ahead of me and my showing of the executive branch and what I am capable of doing. One that brings confidence and joy in the prestige of this position. As for all the citizens across this amazing state, Open Governor Days will be frequent, cabinet meetings will be informative and cooperative to push us in a cohesive and unified direction. And I will be the ear for the people that I am instructed to be by the Constitution of San Andreas. I thank you all for this opportunity. Day one of the Barbant administration begins today. God bless you all, and God bless the state of San Andreas. Thank you.
Show off.
Thank you, everybody. Mr. Barbant, very good off-the-cuff speech.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Okay. I will say a few things before we close out here. I first want to thank everybody for coming out and attending this fantastic event, the inauguration of all these fantastic people behind us, who I'm sure will do a fantastic job. But I have a special thank you I want to make before we conclude here. It's a person who really put this whole thing together, did a fantastic job throughout. And that man, ladies and gentlemen, is Rajesh Gupta. I couldn't have done it without him. So I think we should all give him a round of applause.
Who?
Yeah, never heard of
Go,
him,
go,
but
go.
okay, good on that guy.
Go. Yeah, Jupta. Wonderful. I approve.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
Can we
perfectly
maybe,
fine.
like, meet him
Do not
with
touch me. Siente. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And thank you so much, Master of Ceremonies Gupta, for giving that shout out. I do it for you all, for the people. All right. With that being said, the Little Teapot once again is catering this lovely event, and I highly suggest that you get some food from them if you haven't already. It's pretty tasty. With that being said, this inauguration has concluded. And I can't. Sorry, listen, guys. I can't finish an event without it. It's a gem. Have a good day.